Hi friends, it's Deanna here today, and today we're going to be talking about zippers. Have you ever gotten to a part in your project where you're super excited, you've got all your materials, and then you realize that they asked for a certain size zipper that you don't have? And then you go to the store and they don't have the size that you need. Well, no problem. What do? We shorten or zipper, but how do we do that? I'm going to show you, and I've got a couple of different methods I'm going to show you and a couple of different zippers I'm going to show you on, and it really isn't as hard as you think. So let's go ahead and do it together. In order to work on our zipper, we're just going to need just a few things. We've got a coil zipper, so we're going to go over that. We've got a regular molded zipper. We've got, and this one is not separating, but you can do the same thing for a separating zipper as well. We got some scissors. We need pliers. Now, these are the two pliers I have in hand, but really, honestly, it doesn't really matter what kind of plier you have. You just need some pliers that are going to be able to remove the teeth of your zipper. I don't have the best kind of pliers. These are kind of dull, but you are gonna get to know your pliers and see what works best for you. And then I have a seam ripper, because I'm going to show you an easy way to do it. And then you might want a pen to mark where you're going to cut your zipper. And then for one of my methods, we're going to use some matches. Okay, so first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my zipper and I'm going to figure out how short, how long, how much I need to cut from my zipper. So you would go ahead and measure your zipper and you would use your pen to mark where you would want to stop your zipper at. Now, wherever we want to stop our zipper at, we want to go above about an extra half an inch or so up above it, just like they do here, and cut those teeth up until that point, but leave the tape about a half an inch longer, just to have that extra space that you'll need. So we go ahead and mark our fabric. I don't really have a certain length I want on the fabric, so it really doesn't, my zipper this time, so I don't really need to mark it. So let's get rid of that one. And then the next step is to take your stoppers off. Now, this one has got a metal stopper, but if you turn it around, you'll see that it's got some little teeth in the back that are what are grabbing it together to the zipper. So using something smaller like this kind of plier, though, like I said, I don't have the best plier in hand, and you can turn those, flip those little teeth up, and then go from the other side after you flip those teeth up and come out and pull them out would be the best way. Once you pull that out, you'll see that it's got these little teeth that are sticking out on it. And that is really what you want to try. Whatever kind of tool you're using, you want to pull those teeth out as you're getting it out of the coil. And you might want to keep it, and if you can save it. Some of the smaller ones are kind of hard to keep. And they sell those in different online stores that sell zippers. So you could buy some more to keep in hand, but you really could just save it, or I'm going to show you some other way that you can fix the stopper. Okay, so we took the stopper off first. Now the next step after taking the stopper, and we'll do the same with this one in a little bit, but after taking the stopper off the coil zipper, you are going to start taking off these little teeth. Now with the coil zipper, the little teeth are kind of almost sewn in there. So you got to go in the back of it, and there is a little, if you look closely at your zipper, I'm trying to show you, but I can't. I don't think you can see it because it's kind of far up. You can see that the coil has these little, like, almost sewn pieces, like it's almost been sewn on. So you could go ahead and try to pull each one. What I like to do is, if I go over, this is an easier way to do it, so let's do it this way for now, but I find the spot where I want to finish. Let's say I want my zipper to be right here, and then I am just gonna go in with my seam ripper, and I'm just gonna go along the edge and pull the coils off. Now I know that right here it got kind of messy, but it doesn't really matter because I don't really need all that. Just have to do it carefully, and then trim it. Once I do that, I'm gonna grab a match on my coil, on my zipper tape, and I'm gonna melt it nicely. And there it is. And honestly, you won't even see that tape because it usually gets folded over and sewn. So that actually, it's, for me, that is the fastest way of doing it. It's super easy. Then I would go back and use my stopper and put it right back on there using those teeth in the back, catch it, and then tighten it on. Or, like I told you, I was gonna show you a different way. If you don't have your zipper stopper, you can use a needle and some thread, and you would go right where the zipper coil ends, and we would go right there and create our own zipper stopper. I'm doing it right at the base, like right at where the coil ends, because I want my zipper to stop right here, and I'm just kind of building a little bridge that my zipper won't be able to cross. I know that's kind of one way to look at it. So I'm just going around and around right here in the same spot and creating that block that's going to stop my zipper from going up. Because most of the time, either if it's a really hard stopper to get off, or if I don't have any extra, I don't usually keep stoppers in hand, so I just usually use this method. So you're gonna keep going over and over again until you build it thick enough that the zipper cannot go through it as it's going by. Now let's work on this little puppy right here, the plastic molded zipper. This one is kind of easy to do. You're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna remove let's use the thicker pliers. You're going to remove the zipper stopper, and really all you're doing is you're just pulling it off because it's just latched on there. Okay, if you want to put it aside somewhere, if you want to save it for another time, you can do that again. And then you're going to mark where you want it to stop, and again, you want to leave like about a ½ inch, and you just start pulling. I like to grab kind of the edge of them, because if I grab too close to the inside, you're just going to be pushing that closed. And what you want to do is you want to pull it off. You don't want to push it closed. So I like to grab closer to the top and pull out. And that is super easy. Closer to the top and pull out. And you continue to do so until you get to your desired length. Perfect. Once you are your desired length, then you can go ahead and grab that stopper and try to get it back in there and push it together. But again, if you can't do that with that stopper, you can still do your needle and thread method right here, and that will be just fine. Not super easy. I know that sometimes we worry and we're like, oh, I don't know, this is going to be hard to do. It really isn't very hard. It really is super easy to pull these teeth out, especially with this kind of zipper, the plastic zipper, molded zipper. But even with the regular coil zipper, let me go ahead and trim this right here. It is super easy as well, because you can just cut the tape and keep going, and it will look perfectly fine if you add your stopper right here at the edge. Then it would look just the same as it did before. But I kind of ruined my stopper because I kind of went for it really hard. I was trying to show you all what I was doing.
Alright friends, thank you for coming along with me today and shortening our zippers. Please let me know if you have any questions about anything that I did, or let me know if there's other ways that you shorten your zippers. It's just always so nice to be able to use the tools you have at home to do what you want to do, create what you want to create. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Remember to subscribe and comment to be entered for our $50 Ellie and Matt gift certificate giveaway that we do monthly, so you want to be part of that. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!